Good afternoon. I'm Detective Brian Kinahan of the Criminal Investigation Section, Southeast Division. Today we're going to talk about the gypsy switch thefts that have been taking place in Mill Woods. Basically what happens is one or two males or females will walk up to a person at a bus bench, at a parking lot entrance or a shopping mall entrance with a fancy story about something that's happened to their mother or their father or a family member, and they'll try to distract you with that story, and while they're talking to you about that story, they'll do what's called the gypsy switch with some jewelry items that they're after on the person. Now, for example, let's say he's wearing this gold chain, and if I were to walk up to this young man at a shopping mall entrance or at a bus bench or a parking lot somewhere, I wouldn't even introduce myself. I would just walk right up, violate his personal space, get in very close, tell him my sob story, tell him a story about how sick a family member is or something like that. And while he's distracted with my story, I will give him a hug and I try to violate his personal space. And then while I'm departing from it, I'll take his chain off. And as I take his chain off, then I'll say thank you very much. I'll say sorry to have bothered you. I might even take a fake chain and try to put it around his neck in an attempt to distract him from taking his real gold. So I might take a pretend chain, go put it around his neck, offer it to him in memoriam of a family member that's really sick, and if he says no thank you, by that time I just take that and I take my chain and his chain with me. At the same time, if he's wearing a bracelet or a ring, when I'm violating his personal space, if I have him distracted with my story, if I have him distracted with something else, with another person that's with me, I'll try to remove his bracelet or his rings or any other jewelry he may have. They've been very successful in doing this because they have highly mobile, they're nomadic, and they're not from here. They're all from Eastern Canada somewhere. So they come into the province with rented vehicles. This is what they do. This is their job. And then when they finish collecting the gold, they leave. Now, to prevent this from happening, if in fact he were to come at me and try to grab my chain around my neck or try to grab the ring off my finger, the first thing I would do is, please come toward me like you're going to say hi, I would protect myself, protect my jewelry, bring my arms up, and then push away with one hand and say stop. So a three-step process. The process is protect, push, and say stop. What that'll do, it'll draw attention to them, it'll draw attention to you by somebody else that might be around. And because what they don't want is they don't want the attention brought to them. They don't want to be recognized. And that's how they're getting away with these offenses, is because they're doing it very, very cleverly, very, very quietly. But if you draw attention to what they're doing, that puts all eyes on them, and then they want to run away.
ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਆਏ ਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਣ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਐਡਮਿੰਟਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਥੈਫਟ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਸਪੈਕਟ ਆ ਕੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ 골ਡ ਚੇਨ ਜਾਂ ਮੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਜਾਂ ਲਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਜਾਂ ਸਵਿਚ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਨਕਲੀ ਜੁਐਲਰੀ ਨਾਲ ਅੱਜ ਅਬਾਊਟ 25-30 ਕੇਸਿਸ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਹੋਏ ਹੈ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਟ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਇਹ ਤੋਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹੋਏ ਹੋਣੇ ਆ ਉੱਦਾਂ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਫਰੈਂਡਸ ਨਾਲ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਕਾਫੀ ਕੇਸਿਸ ਹੋਏ ਆ ਬਟ ਆਲਵੇਜ਼ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਕਰੋ ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਆ ਉਨਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੈਟਰ ਸਾਡੀ ਇਨਵੈਸਟੀਗੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਤਾਂ ਉਨਾ ਛੇਤੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਸਸਪੈਕਟਸ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫੜ ਸਕਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਐਪਰੀਹੈਂਡ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਅਤੇ ਜੇ ਕਹਿ ਦਿਓ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜੇ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਹੋਇਆ ਕਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੀਵੈਂਸ਼ਨ ਲਈ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਬਟ ਜੇ ਸਸਪੈਕਟਸ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਆਏ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਡੀ ਡਿਸਕ੍ਰਿਪਸ਼ਨ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਜਾਂ ਲਾਇਸੈਂਸ ਪਲੇਟ ਤਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਐਕਸੈਂਟ ਨਾਲ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਸੀ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਈ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ 'ਚ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਕਈ ਹਿੰਦੀ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਬੋਲ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਕਈ ਵਾਰੀ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਪੈਨਿਸ਼ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਡਿਸਕ੍ਰਿਪਸ਼ਨ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਆ ਬਟ ਉਹੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੁਛ ਕਦੇ ਹੋਇਆ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਕਰੋ ਫਿਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਨੀ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ ਤਾਂ ਉਨਾ ਛੇਤੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਸਪੈਕਟ ਨੂੰ ਫੜ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ
Hello, my name is Acting Staff Sergeant Mohinder Banga with Edmonton Police Service, Southeast Division. Today I'm going to be talking to you about these jewelry thefts that have been reported in Edmonton and surrounding areas. In these jewelry thefts, there are three things as police and citizens we can all do in cooperation with each other. First one is prevention. That means when you are walking or going to the bus stand, try to hang around in pairs or more people. That way, these people, they only tend to attack or interact with people who are lonely and there is no cameras around. These are pretty isolated places, especially when you're walking or waiting for a bus. Second one is intervention. Intervention is when something like this happens, you could make sure your cell phone is ready if you have one, and pretend to take a picture or take a picture if you can. And secondly, make noise, and so that other people around you, they notice all that stuff. And thirdly, like my partner Brian Kinahan explained, try not to let these people into your personal space. Again, the third and final part would be suppression. That would be the police doing their job. We do have some suspects in mind, and we're exploring all the leads. And we're also asking public's help to help us out with this, because this is not just a people's problem, it's also a police problem, and we are in it together. We want to stop these crimes, and we need your help. And if there is any information you can provide us, that will be much appreciated. You can call me at Southeast Division or call Constable Pui at Southeast Division, 426-8200.